have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Sticking with the running game. He's in the clear. He's swarmed by the defense.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He fires it down the middle. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
How about that? First play of the game in a playoff game, you take a shot downfield and you hit it for big yards. Now you got some momentum here early in the game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Timeout call. call by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there, and it cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Nittany Lions will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Oregon, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. A punt return to take the lead in a playoff game, a moment we're not going to forget.
I mean, keep in mind, they're playing to get to the national championship, and you make this play, the return man makes the play, but really it were the blocks that set him up to be able to give him enough room in that alley to get him to the end zone. Great job by the entire unit.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the single back takes the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Here's the handoff. Powering through. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws it deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Wants to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Finds his man, has the first down. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Takes the handoff again. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will he have to settle for 3? That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Moore. With the catch, it's Benson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Now they're running on the toss. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now here's the toss play. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. The Ducks hustle to the line to run that hurry out. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Out of the shotgun, and hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looks right for a quick completion.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
short on the 7th play of the drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Motion now from the tight end. Dropping back. It's Moore. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on 4th down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows them what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll try the right side on the toss. The defense swarms. He's going backward. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
We're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss. 2nd down and 15. To throw, it's Aller. Looking for the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Completion makes it 2nd down. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a 1st down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw. It's Aller. Grab by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down play coming up. Looking for a man. Looks right and lets it fly. Deep shot caught inside the 15. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Penn State.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
Automatic in the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Moore. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, put the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
To throw, it's Moore. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And here he goes. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Quick completion to the tight end. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Powers through. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On the ground, it's Hughes. He's in the clear. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The Ducks are in the red zone. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Well, hey, it didn't go for a touchdown, but this is great execution. Knew exactly what they needed to do. First down, move the sticks.
The Ducks have first and 10 here. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And here's the handoff. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
The Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And when he play gets stopped, they're going to mark him right at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. Trying to power in for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. A loss of the play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
And on the offense, we'll call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. Dials up here on third and goal. Grant behind the line. It's Hill. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offense. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run.
Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. Delivers quickly to the left side. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions looking to keep this drive rolling.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Quick throw to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The pass rush closing in. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Wide open downfield. You're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop and pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Toss play, running right. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much, so on fourth and goal, we're going for the touchdown. And they're trying to punch it in here. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Play. Back heads to his right. Here he goes. He's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Back to pass. It's Moore. Oh, the pass rush gets Moore.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Nicky Lions. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. It's Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Ducks. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. 1st down, looking for more now. The tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looking to throw. It's Aller. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Shotgun formation here on third down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. It goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Chewing clock with the running game. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. The offense, they keep away to secure the victory. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Back to pass. It's Moore. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He's got him. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.